Before we go boldly where no bunny has gone before, a quick reminder to not bring up future episodes, plot points, characters, or guest actors so I can have a spoil-free experience with Star Trek. And please don't tell me if something's good or bad before I watch it, okay? Thank you. Also, the full watch-alongs are available on my Patreon page. Well, hello there. I look weird today, don't I? I know. I was playing Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and I promised to cosplay for the viewers over there, and so this is it. And now we're watching Star Trek. It's not weird, okay? Today or tonight, it's actually evening over here, quite late. We are watching Star Trek The Next Generation Season 2, Episode 15, and it is called Pen Pals. And that sounds like a fun time. I had a pen pal once, and I don't remember anything about them. I just know I had one for school. It was a school thing. We had pen pals. Anyways, do the kids these days know what a pen pal is? Is that a thing that still exists in the modern era? I don't know. I think writing letters by hand and sending them through the mail, it was kind of fun when I was younger. It was kind of fun. Anyways, let's watch. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the comments.
We're the first manned vessel to enter the Selkundi-Drema sector,
where no man has gone before.
At some point during the last 150 years, the fifth planet of Selkundi-Drema has shattered, forming an asteroid belt.
Is there any indication that this is the work of an unknown intelligence?
This is geology, not malevolence.
How do you know?
The question is, why?
How can you be so sure if you don't know why?
an optimistic vote of confidence from the non-rider.
What are we wearing? Are we gonna herd some sheep?
But horses.
Oh, we're going horseback, right? No. Are there gonna be horses? Ah! Oh, it reminds me of the cage.
A fine war horse would sleep in a Bedouin's tent, carry him into battle, feed his children with the milk.
Beautiful horse.
Hello, beautiful.
I love horses. I've always loved horses.
I had a Betazoid kitten once. My mother and the cat reacted badly to one another.
Well, two cats together.
You sure you don't want to try?
No, I prefer a mode of transportation that doesn't have a mind of its own.
Oh, but it's so fun.
I would expect Betazoids to be outstanding animal trainers.
We lose our way and get swept up in emotion.
I would have thought the shifting passions of this beast would be far more terrifying.
Captain.
Something interesting.
Spectacular. And a little terrifying.
I'm on my way.
Well, the horse will be here when you get back. I want to go horseback riding now.
The first long-range reading, magnification 10 to the 6th.
Quite impressive.
The last
Ooh.
unmanned probe showed a thriving ecosystem. Now there's nothing.
How long ago was the last unmanned probe? Pen pals.
As you know, I've been given the responsibility of overseeing Wesley's education. I would like to put him in charge of the planetary mineral surveys.
It's a big job with a lot of responsibility.
Takes command presence to lead. You think he's ready for that?
Leadership grows from self-confidence.
Putting too much weight on a young back. We don't want him to break under pressure.
Are we talking about a young officer on the fast track to the academy? Or are we talking about a young man that we are guiding through adolescence and into adulthood?
Both?
You think we're pushing him too hard?
I think that's a valid concern.
Sooner or later, he'll have to feel the burden of command. Ensign Crusher, report to the observation lounge.
Okay. Wesley-focused episode? I hope we get back to the horse, though.
Wesley,
You must think he's in trouble.
I've assigned you the command of the planetary mineral surveys.
Sir? Thank you, sir.
Assemble a team. There's a mystery here. We've got to solve it.
A team, sir?
Ensign, this is a serious responsibility.
I know, sir.
And by the way, I respect an officer who's prepared to admit ignorance and ask a question, rather than one who out of pride will blunder blindly forward.
Very fair. Mm-hmm.
I'll try not to disappoint you.
Yep. Always better to ask questions if you don't know, especially if it's a important role. I feel like, well, I don't know. I feel like he's maybe a bit too young and inexperienced for this, but we'll see how he does.
I have reset the sensors to scan for frequencies outside their usual range.
Would these scans also detect artificial transmissions as well as naturally occurring signals?
Of course.
Good.
Wait. Can you get your Legos off the damn floor?
I will be removing that equipment to my quarters.
Good.
Good. Oh, I get a kick out of Worf.
I need a little advice. It's about my team.
What have you done so far?
Well, I've broken down the task and picked the best people in those disciplines. I want Davies for geochemistry, but...
But they're all much older than you.
Right, and it makes me feel strange. I mean, what do I do about personality conflicts?
If there's a personality conflict, you're in charge, you settle it.
So you not only have to understand the job, you also have to be a ship's counselor?
Sometimes.
Well, thank you.
I do kind of miss Wesley coming in and doing some crazy stuff like he did in the first season, so maybe we'll get that here, or maybe he'll just realize that he's not quite ready for big responsibility yet.
Ensign Davies?
You got him.
Wesley Crusher.
Who else is on it?
I have Prixis and Allenson Hildebrandt.
It's just personal opinion, but I like to break up married teams.
I hadn't thought of that.
If you need any help, just give me a signal and I'll take over for you.
Thanks, but I'm pretty sure I'll be all right.
This guy's already trying to, like, I don't know, take charge, or maybe he means well. I don't know. I feel like they're setting up some sort of head-to-head between the two. Like, he looks down on Wesley. Oh, a voice.
Yes.
Is this gonna be Data's pen pal? Sounds like a little girl, but it could be distorted. It could be anyone.
Wes?
He's second guessing himself.
My team's in there. I've got to assign planets, set a schedule.
It sounds like you've got everything under control.
Well, I haven't had to deal with them yet. I mean, not together, not professionally.
They're your team. You've got the authority.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you to hang on to it. For whatever it's worth, I think you're going to do just fine.
I definitely understand why he's nervous about it, though. It was a little bit of adjustment when I worked at my first job, and I became a manager, and I was above people that they were there before me, longer than me, older than me.
So don't you think we ought to run an icospectrogram?
Well, Wes, these tracher readings are really faint. It's probably just a fool's echo.
I think I'd still run an icogram.
It's a major undertaking to set up the scanner.
Be thorough.
I don't want to do a halfway job.
Mm-hmm.
Wes, there's being thorough, and then there's wasting time.
Maybe you're right.
Wesley, there's a little girl down there who needs help.
Please access all volcanic and tectonic plate activity in Drama 4. Locate Captain Picard.
Captain Picard is on holodeck 3.
He's trying to ride his horse again. He's riding his horse. So I've ridden horses before a little bit. I could not go faster than a lope. I was too scared.
Sorry to disturb you, Captain. 8 weeks ago, I received a transmission. Is anybody out there? I answered it.
8 weeks ago?
But it didn't end there.
No, sir. We speak often. It is a young female, humanoid.
Oh.
Her society is aware that there is interstellar life.
No, sir.
Oh.
But Sarjenka, that is her name. Interspersed among these confidences have been some alarming references. Drama 4 has been enduring the same geological stress as we have found in the other systems.
Then your friend is in trouble.
Yes, sir. If we can determine the cause of these geological disturbances, we might be able to reverse the process.
Violate the Prime Directive?
I was hoping you might have another option, sir.
Call a conference in my quarters, all senior staff. And Data, all communication with this life form must cease.
Yes, sir. I understand, sir.
So this episode is kind of everywhere. It seems like this is over a long period of time, like weeks or months. Like, they came here, they sent a probe, they stuck around for a while, they sent another probe, the planet was destroyed, all volcanic and stuff. 8 weeks have passed since he contacted this girl. I guess Wesley's been doing his thing for a while.
Family emergency.
Oh. Was he on a date?
You don't look like a person who came here to relax.
I need your advice. I asked him to run an icospectrogram, and he didn't agree.
Do you think you were right?
Yes.
It's tough to tell other people what to do.
I don't like doing it either.
Every time I try to give an order, something inside of me says, what makes my judgment so superior to these people?
Responsibility and authority go hand in hand. If you don't trust your own judgment, you don't belong in the command chair.
And no one should be expected to trust your judgment if you don't trust your own judgment.
What if somebody dies because I made a mistake?
In your position, it's important to ask yourself one question. What would Picard do?
He'd listen to everyone's opinion and then make his own decision.
Once Picard makes his decision, does anyone question it?
No way.
And why not?
He has the authority.
I'm not sure.
And he has an air of self-assuredness.
I hope I've been able to help. You'll let me know what you decide?
I've made my decision. I'm gonna have Davies run that icogram.
Yes, do it.
I'll see you later.
Okay. He's so cute.
I want that icospectrogram run on the Salkundi Drama system.
You got it.
There we go. That was easy. He came with like authority. Like he was, no discussion, no question, just a fact. You're gonna do it.
It is no longer a matter of how wrong Data was. We have to discuss the options.
The Prime Directive is not a matter of degrees. It is an absolute.
I have a problem with that kind of rigidity. It seems callous and even a little cowardly.
What we do today may profoundly affect the future. If we could see every possible outcome.
We'd be gods, which we're not.
Though you could have been, Riker, if you remember.
So what are you saying? That the Dremons are fated to die?
I think that's an option that we should be considering.
Consider it considered and rejected.
Geordi.
Our presence at this place, at this moment in time, could be a part of that fate.
The Dremons are not a subject for philosophical debate. They are a people.
So we make an exception in the deaths of millions.
Yes,
And is it the same situation if it's an epidemic?
absolutely.
What about a war?
Where do you draw the line? It's a slippery slope.
We're all a little less secure in our moral certitude.
It's a great discussion.
See, the Prime Directive has many different functions, not the least of which is to protect us, to prevent us from allowing our emotions to overwhelm our judgment.
Data's friend is going to die. That means something.
To Data.
Does that invalidate the emotion?
She's really sticking up for him. Those two have come a long way.
Sarjenka's transmission could be viewed as a call for help.
She cannot ask for help from someone she does not know.
She knows me.
What a perfectly vicious little circle.
I think Wesley's gonna find something to help save them somehow with his little scan that he's doing.
Data, I want you to sever the contact with Drama 4.
Okay. I loved that discussion. Everybody has shared their viewpoints. They all had very different ideas. I'm getting a little bit of Beverly and Pulaski here. Like,
Data, where are you? Why won't you answer? Yes, please, I'm so afraid.
Wait.
it's tough when you can hear it, huh?
Data.
What have you done?
Your whisper from the dark has now become a plea.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot turn our backs.
I just want to say I really like this episode so far.
We found the reason for the geological instability.
We would have missed it if Ensign Crusher hadn't requested an icogram.
There you go.
Has the largest deposit of dilithium ore ever recorded. The crystals are growing to form perfectly aligned lattices.
You're saying that the dilithium is causing the geological catastrophe. Can you reverse the process?
We think so.
No theories, no half answers, yes or no.
We'll get to work on it.
Look at this team. They're teaming.
Data's out there right now, monitoring the condition on Drema 4. He's calculated the safest location on the planet's surface. You can guess why.
He wants to warn her and send her there.
We're
Whoever
just
else.
getting deeper and deeper in, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you can tell Commander Data. He has my permission to contact his friend and conduct her to a safer location. Number one, you know where we are now.
Sir?
up to our necks in this shit, basically. And you can't dig yourself out of this hole, basically, I think is what he's saying.
This is Data. Please respond.
Unable to complete transmission.
Oh no, is it too late already?
Atmospheric activity interfering with RF signal.
Ooh. It's down to the wire.
We're modifying Class 1 probes so they become resonators.
How will these resonators destroy the crystals?
By emitting harmonic vibrations which will shatter the lattices.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get started.
Oh, man.
Captain.
Tea, Earl Grey, hot.
At least it's
Captain,
tea this
permission
time.
to beam down to Drama 4.
Not a flower. Ooh.
I've been unable to contact Sarjenka.
Transporting to the surface is only going to make a bad situation worse.
Your orders were to deliver the message, correct?
Yes.
Then what is the difference between sending the message and delivering it personally?
A whopping big one.
Sir, we have come this far.
Making physical contact is so different.
Go.
I feel like season 1 Picard would not have.
Where would you say we are now, sir?
We're dead and buried. I don't think season 1 Picard would have even considered any of this.
Brian, take a nap. You didn't see any of this. You're not involved.
Right, sir. I'll just be standing over here dozing off.
Oh, what a fun episode.
I just woke up, sir.
You know what to do?
No problem, sir. I'll have him out of there as smooth as ice.
O'Brien's good people. He's a good guy. Oh, is she gonna be super cute? Whoa. Yep. Ooh, it's very scary out there. Whew. I think it's too late. An eruption like that, that close, there's gonna be soot all in the air. It's gonna be like Pompeii. Oh!
Sarjenka?
Is she cute? I can't tell.
Maybe you came.
Oh, that's really what her voice sounds like. I thought it was distorted from the...
You and your family must leave.
We already have.
Then why are you here?
I had to have my transmitter. I knew you would come back. And I didn't want you to find only silence.
Does your family know where you are?
No.
Now she's in more danger because he contacted her in the first place. Assuming her parents are in a safer spot, you know?
Enterprise. 2 to beam up.
That Data...
Where are we going?
I mean, the...
Stars?
Okay, wow. Now we're... now we're down here!
There's gonna be hell to pay.
Yeah, this is... Oh my gosh.
Where are you going?
To the bridge.
And you're going to take that?
Don't leave me here. Please don't leave me here.
Quite impossible.
Data, what are you doing? Oh gosh. Is it working?
3 minutes to resonator launch.
Oh, we haven't done it yet. This is so... Yeah.
He's brought a child onto my ship. And on my bridge.
She was frightened, then did not wish to be left...
Mr. Data, kindly assume your station. Counselor, will you escort him to sickbay?
He is mad.
No, Data. No, I'm scared. Don't make me go.
I will see to it that she is not in the way.
This is... Oh my god.
Come on, it'll be all right.
No. I want Data.
No one will harm you. These are my friends.
Mr. Data, take your station and keep her with you. This does concern her.
Oh man, the Prime Directive really sucks sometimes, but also it is a good thing to have around too. Even when you try to help, it could be Catastrophic.
Torpedoes have reached their targets.
What are you doing?
We are attempting to quiet your planet. Sensors indicate a planet-wide reduction in tectonic stress levels.
Okay, I thought he was gonna say reduction in like life forms or something. I was like,
It
ugh!
worked. We did it.
Look, Sarjenka. There is your home.
Okay, she's cute. I wasn't sure at first because I wasn't expecting all the prosthetics.
Data.
Data's in trouble.
Escorted to sickbay.
Data, you're in trouble.
Number 1, you have the bridge. Doctor,
Yes, Captain.
what would be involved in removing all memory of her communication with Data?
Oh. Okay, I didn't know we could do something like that.
When I'm bigger, can I be on your ship?
I am certain that you could.
I wish I could come with you now,
I am afraid that is not possible.
but I can still wish for it.
Hello, Sarjenka.
Hello. What is this?
That's an Elaine and Singer stone. It sings a different song for each person.
Oh?
We're going to run a few scans, just to be sure you're all right.
She kind of looks like a Who from Whoville. Her little feet. I don't know.
Did a good thing, Data.
But are we doing a good thing now, Doctor?
This is to protect her as much as us.
Mm-hmm.
To remember you and this ship would complicate her future.
Yep.
She has to be the person she was born to be. And you'll remember.
Good. Good episode. And she can keep her singing rock. See what it looks like now. Oh, lovely. Nice calm rivers. Go, Data.
Enterprise,
You gotta go.
1 to beam up.
Now, was it successful? I assume so. She won't remember.
Wes,
You did good, Wesley.
did a good job. I'm proud of you.
Does it get any easier?
Nope.
Nope.
I came to apologize, sir.
No apologies are necessary.
I appreciate your seeking other options, sir.
One of my officers, one of my friends, was troubled. I had to help.
Aw.
She will not remember me, sir. But I will remember her.
Remembrance and regrets, they too are a part of friendship.
Yes, sir.
And understanding that has brought you a step closer to understanding humanity.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I don't think it really needs to be said that I really, really enjoyed that episode. That was awesome. Let's start from the beginning. We had Picard doing his horseback riding. I did a little bit of horseback riding when I was younger. I took a class for extra credits that my science teacher, my biology teacher, he was offering a class for extra credits. He was dating this lady who had a ranch, a horse ranch. And there were about 10 of us or so, students from his class. Once or twice a week, I can't remember, for quite a few weeks, we would all meet down over there. And we would feed the horses, water the horses, muck the stalls. We would brush the horses. We would saddle them up, and then we'd ride them for a little bit. We learned how to ride, how to go at different speeds. I was always too afraid to go, like I said, faster than a lope, but it was so fun. We also learned how to do bareback, which scared the heck out of me. It feels so scary to not have that security of the saddle and the stirrups. And if you just leaned like this way or that way too much or lost your balance, then you just fall right off. But it was really cool. And then afterwards we would take the saddle and everything off, and then we would brush them down again. And I think, would we feed him again? I don't remember. But anyways, and then we'd go home and it was dark by then. It was really, really fun. So I've always loved horses. When I was a kid, I would draw horses and all the time, horses and cats. And that was just my passion. Little doodles. Spend hours and hours just looking up photos of different types of horses online. Yeah, so I really enjoyed that small little segment at the start with the horse. And I love how, so I've been editing the reactions to some of the earlier episodes. In one episode, Picard was in his office, I guess, or wherever he stays, maybe his ready room. I'm not sure exactly if that's what it is. But anyways, he was in there looking at these planets' orbit and trying to figure out how this one has like an orbit that seemed impossible. And I thought that had something to do with the episode. And I thought it was like a clue about what the episode was going to be about. Something like it was going to come up again. And it never did. And I was like, that was weird. And then another episode more recently, he was looking at this mathematical equation from that French guy that no one could ever solve after like all these years. And he was, just as a way to relax, trying to solve this really complicated math equation. So one of the things that I am really enjoying about Star Trek The Next Generation is seeing specifically, and I hope we see more of it with the other characters too. We have seen a little bit of just them doing hobbies and relaxing in their own way, keeping themselves busy and entertained when they're not working. And it doesn't have anything to do with the episode. And I think I get it now. We're just getting a glimpse into Picard and how he likes to spend his time and some of his interests. And we didn't get a lot of that, like as much of that with Kirk as we do with Picard. And so I'm really enjoying that. Obviously, he likes reading. He likes mathematics. He likes solving puzzles. His winding down is just pecking away at something that he might not ever solve. And I don't think solving it is the point. He just likes to keep his brain active, and it's something that he finds enjoyable. So I really like that. We also had the Wesley stuff here, and him taking his first like command of a team and being in charge of a big project, a very important project. The discussion with the officers about, is he ready for this? Is this going to be too much for him? Is this something that we should put on him right now? They had their different ideas about it. Pulaski had some reservations about it. She didn't think it was the proper time to put all of that on him. And then at first, Wesley was very excited, but then when he started to really think about the responsibility that was on his shoulders, it really made him start doubting himself. He wasn't able to be like commanding with his speech, and he was letting this one guy kind of get into his head a little bit. The guy in blue, I don't recall his name. I thought he was I really liked his character, his actor. I think he was really good. I thought he was going to be a bit of an antagonist at first, but I suppose in the end, he kind of sensed Wesley's unsureness about himself, and whether purposefully or subconsciously, that guy in blue was kind of, I don't know how to describe it, superseding Wesley's command. Is that even, what does that word mean? To take the place of, replace, or set aside something, often because it is obsolete or inferior. Okay, yes, exactly. Supersede. Like, it did feel like he was kind of looking down on Wesley like, oh, look at this cute little kid, and he's getting his own command, and inevitably when he fails, then I can take over or whatever. And I don't think he had any ill intentions, but I think that's just the way he felt, because that's the kind of energy that he was getting from Wesley, was like a very small, I'm not fit for this role, I'm scared, I'm not sure of myself, that kind of thing. I like how Wesley learned that in order to earn the respect of these people, he had to have a sense of being sure of himself and just kind of no nonsense. This isn't a discussion. This is an order. End of story. You're going to do it. And then it all worked out in the end. It was great. So I really liked the whole Wesley thing. And then we had Data and this little girl and this problem with the planet and it being very unstable. It's about to become uninhabitable to all the people on it. The Prime Directive prevents us from interfering, or does it? We had the discussion. Again, we had another really great discussion between everybody. Everybody had their own different viewpoints, their own different feelings on what was right and what was wrong. Picard gets them to ask the question, like, if we allow this, then do we allow that? And then if we allow that, then do we then allow this? And where do we draw the line? And it's a slippery slope. Once you get started, it's kind of hard to stop. And then we saw that happening as they kept getting further and further and further deep into the situation that they put themselves in. And it was so interesting to see Picard acting the way that he does. I feel like his character is evolving, the way that the writers are writing him, I guess, to where he's a bit less cold. He's more open. He's willing to bend the rules a little bit more. I mean, it's not like we didn't see that in the first season, but I just feel like I said, first season Picard probably would have shut Data down like immediately and said like, hey, I know it sucks, we gotta go. I don't know, but this was a really heartwarming episode. It was just really sweet. I don't know how to describe. It was just really sweet. And even though Picard was like obviously very quite furious with Data for bringing the girl on the ship and then bringing her onto the bridge, and it was a whole mess. She didn't want to leave his side. But what was done, and they just had to deal with the immediate issues, and then they found a solution afterwards to erase her memories and things. And when Data came to apologize, Picard definitely could have been like, okay, now's the time to reprimand you. What were you thinking? And if he did, I wouldn't have even been upset because, yeah, Data was going very far. And not that I didn't necessarily agree with what he was doing, but at the same time, I was kind of like, part of me was like, whoa, like this is just really breaking the, like, we're not bending the rules. We are snapping them in half in multiple places, you know? But we're really seeing the bond between Picard and his officers, and it's just really, really lovely. He really cares deeply for all of them, and he will put so many things at risk for their safety and for their happiness, and it's just really great to see. I do have to apologize if I seem kind of all over the place today. I didn't get much sleep. I'm feeling very tired. This has been very hard to record my final thoughts because I keep just pausing, losing my train of thought and being like, what the heck was I talking about? I can't think of words. They're not coming to me right now. I mean, I always have that problem, but it just feels a lot worse. I'm going to go to bed immediately after this. But thank you guys for your patience. I hope you enjoyed this episode with me. I really, really liked it. I think this is one of my favorites, and I'm getting worried that we're going to have like every episode from here on out, except with the exceptions of like a few here or there, are going to be like, oh my God, this is one of my new favorite episodes. And they can't all be my favorite episodes, but The Next Generation started off great and it stayed great, but now it's just getting better and better and better. And there's still so many of you guys that are like, oh, season 2 sucks. Wait till you get to season 3. This is good. I don't know what you guys are smoking. Like, this stuff is good. Okay, yeah, maybe it gets better. And in hindsight, looking back on season 2, maybe it's not as strong as 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever. But from my perspective, not knowing what's coming, this stuff is amazing. So yes, thank you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.